Howdy folks, we are out here with our saddle set up. We're just going to kind of demonstrate how we go up the tree. It's pretty simple. Normally when I'm hunting, I normally carry my sticks in. My platform's on my side right here. When I get to the tree, unbuckle my little rubber strap right here, take my platform off of my little night eyes binder right here, and I have got a piece of paracord on the front of my platform. It's just not really comfortable walking around with it, but I've got a little D-ring back here. I hook my platform in there, it's out of the way. I got access to my saddle bags and all that. So anyways, I get to the tree, unbuckle my sticks. I always just buckle that right into my little bridge loop right there. Take the sticks apart, and I have paracord on the top of each one. So the way I do that is I got a night eyes binder on each side. Just clip it in just like that. There's the other side. Clip it in like that. And here's your first stick. So that's basically how we start. Throw it around the tree. You want it pretty high, and I'll explain that here in just a second. How I get up to that first aider. So get some tension on it. And seat your stick just like that. All right, got my first stick on, lineman's belt. I've got all the slack out, or I got all the slack in the rope just like this. So swing around the tree, hook it into my saddle, and this is, I mean, you can get this pretty high. So what I like to do when I climb up is I get all the slack out, and you can kind of lean back. Here, I'll turn. So you can kind of lean back and really get your foot up kind of high on the tree, so you can kind of maximize the height of your stick. So get up kind of high, lean back because it's comfortable. You know, get a good footing on your aider, dig your toe into the tree, and pull yourself up, just like that. As soon as I get on the bottom set of the sticks, you know, tighten up on your lineman's belt so you're safe and it's kind of comfortable for you to lean back in. Take my second stick. Now, these are 17-inch Lone Wolf custom gear double sticks. I got an aider on every one with AM steel rope. That's what I use. So with the 17s and the way that this works well for me, I'm standing on the bottom section of the double sticks, not the top, on the bottom. Put the stick around the tree, just like that. Now, a good rule of thumb is, for me, and I'm 5'11", so, you know, if you're that tall, it'll pretty much work for you too. I look at the Versa button right here, and I like to have that, when that stick gets seated, I like to have it about eye level with me. So put the AM steel around right there, kind of tighten up on it, get it seated, get the AM steel out of the way, and you're ready to go up again. So get a little slack. Now you can really stretch these out and get a little bit higher than I'm going to get in this demonstration video, but it's always worked well for me. Depending on where you're hunting, I mean, obviously with cover and stuff, you need to adjust your height accordingly. So, all right, I'm on the second stick. Third stick out. Loosen the am steel, roll it out around the tree. Keep it, right before you seat it, a good rule of thumb is to kind of keep it maybe right a little bit above your forehead. So when it tightens up, obviously it's going to tighten up and sink down some. So that's a little trick right here to get the am steel a little bit tighter. If you kick your stick out to the side, you get your top set, pull it back just like that, and it's a lot tighter if you're, you know, if it's too loose on your closest loop to your Versa button. But put it down and seat it just like that. All right, I'm on the second stick. Loosen lineman's belt. Step into your aider. Make sure it's good and seated, and I can't stress enough how important it is to bury your toe as good as you can into the tree, because if you don't, you can see my foot moving, you'll slip off the tree, and of course you're already hooked in, but more or less it's going to scare the crap out of you. So bury your toe into the tree, step up, third stick, tighten up a little bit. Now this varies sometimes. All right, I'm still on the bottom section of my third stick. There's a couple different ways to do this. I typically don't climb up to the top to hook my platform up. If you want to get a little bit more height, you can climb up to the top and set off of that. It's not that big of a deal to me. If I feel like I need to get higher, I will. But unclip my platform. This is the tethered Predator platform. I've had it for several years. It's actually a really, really good platform. This is a Night Eyes, I don't even know what they're called. You can find them at Tractor Supply. It's just a coated cable is what it is, but I keep that on there two reasons. One, when you fold your strap up, you can keep your strap from kind of flopping around, so it's not flopping all over the place. And number two, it keeps the platform cinched down so it's not making a bunch of racket. So, but anyways, to set that up, set the platform up, take your strap, wrap it around the tree. And like I said, you can do this two different ways. It's not really super important, however you want to do it. Hook it loose, just like that. Now, people that are new to either mobile setups or like for a lock on or whatever, it's very important when you hook this platform up that it is folded. Do not hook the platform on here and pull it tight. It will not seat well like that. You fold it up like this, tighten your strap on the tree, and then push down on the platform like that so it'll seat itself. Now, you can get it too tight, and you may have to like pick up on the platform, kind of wiggle it up a little bit and reseat it if you can't get it to bind down. But get it fairly tight, not super tight, push down on it, cam it over. It's not going anywhere. I've never had this platform kick out from underneath me, ever. So, all right, that's the third stick on top. Step over into my platform, and you're at hunting height right here. I'm up at hunting height. Now, normally I don't have them on, but normally I put my knee pads on. I use knee pads. Some people use pads, whatever. I put them on at the base of the tree. So as soon as I get up to hunting height, obviously the first thing I do is take my tether out, hook it up. It's pretty simple. Loop it in just like that. And there's a lot of opinions out there on what the correct height is for your tether and all that stuff. I'm not too anal about that. I just put it on the tree, normally above my head. Put some tension on it. Sit back in it and just see how it feels. You know, just play around with it. It takes just a second to kind of get set. If you want to be real comfortable, if you're sitting a long time and think you're going to have plenty of time to get ready, you know, you can sit kind of at a 90-degree angle. That's probably the most comfortable. But sitting at a 90-degree angle, you can't freely kind of stand up. So I typically like to sit kind of like this. It's perfectly fine, and you can easily kind of step out from the tree and be ready to shoot kind of at a moment's notice. So that's really about it. This is, oh, wrong pocket. This is my strap that I use to hang my bag and bow, and we're actually going to make another video about this at a later date. I didn't feel like bringing all my camera stuff out here and bow and all that in the tree, but it's pretty simple. You loop it around the tree. I've got 2 hero clips on here. Right here, you can find these on Amazon. I put my bow on my left. I'm right-handed, so my bow sits on the left side of the tree, my bag on my right. So, but anyways, that's how I go up the tree. It works good for me. Hopefully this kind of encourages people to kind of make their own little setup video, because I like seeing how everybody else does this too, because there's a million ways to do it, and I'm sure my way's not the best, but this is how I kind of have my setup, and I like it. So, all right, one thing I didn't do was kind of show you guys how high I am up right here. I've got 3 17-inch Lone Wolf custom gear sticks with 3 AIDERS on them and a Predator platform. So I'm gonna drop a tape down to the ground and show you how high I am. I should be about 17, 18 feet up here, probably about knee height. Yes. All right. If you can see that, there's 17 feet to my knees right there. So, however you want to look at it, you know, my shooting height is very close to 20 feet. So that's how high I am. I can actually stretch that out and get a little bit higher. I didn't have my sticks spread out quite as far as I can, and my platform is not quite as high as I could get it. So 17 feet to knee, shin area is about how high I am. Alright, I just wanted to just kind of give a brief explanation of kind of my saddle setup. I've got my Lineman's belts on the left side of the saddle with 8mm ResTech rope, and I have the Kong duck ascender. Reason why I use that, they say there's a spec on it, it says 8 to 13mm rope. Now the Rope 1, another popular ascender, says you're not supposed to use anything less than 10mm rope on it. So that's why I have the Kong duck. These are my little saddle bags. The reason I use these, this is a pair of Easy Cut ratchet pruners. They fit absolutely perfect in that pocket, so when I'm going up a tree, if I need to trim some limbs on the way up, I can. I keep a limb saw on my right side as well, along with my tether. I keep that in my right pocket. So this is actually a back band made by Latitude Outdoors. If I'm doing all day to sit or something, I'll definitely use this. It's a lot more comfortable. The saddlebags are Latitude Outdoors as well. Put that in the bottom right there. This is my gear strap. We'll explain how to use that at a later date. I didn't bring my camera, bow, or backpack or anything out here today. So, all right, as you can tell, that's my lineman's belt. I keep it on my left side. You don't have to. I've got a figure 8 knot, so I don't have to have another D-ring clip into there. So that just slides in my saddlebag. Not gonna worry about tightening it up. Now on the side of my saddle, I have 2 number 4 Night Eyes binders. Now these are the locking ones, and what I do is I pull off the locking mechanism off the one that I use freely, and I keep the one locked on my molly webbing, so I don't have to worry about it ever coming undone. So when I'm climbing, you put your stick in your Night Eyes binder like that. They're hanging, they're right there. They're very easy to clip off there. All you do is grab it, unhook it, ready to use. Now when I'm walking into the woods, this right here, it's kind of uncomfortable. Like when you're climbing, you always got your platform on the back of your saddle, obviously, so it's out of your way. But when you're walking in the woods, it's kind of bouncing around, so typically I'll hang my platform for my Night Eyes binder off the side. It's not near as bouncy. And then on the other side, my knee pads, they clip right in to the other side right there. So you're kind of pretty much hands-free. I always carry my sticks in one hand and my bow in the other. So, well, there's my setup. Hopefully that helps some people out that have any questions about saddle hunting. I never got into the mobile lock-on fad. I went straight from a climber to a saddle. I really don't see myself ever really doing anything else. It's very mobile. It's all kind of confined. You don't have a big stand on your back or anything like that. Hopefully this kind of encourages a few people to make their own video, post it to the Louisiana Bow Hunter community page, just kind of help the community out. We all, there's people that send messages sometimes and post in the community page about saddle hunting, and especially as the season gets closer. So, and this is kind of the time to, go buy your setup. If you want to go to saddle hunting or mobile lock-on, buy it now and practice before the season. You don't want to go out there in October the 1st to go out to a tree and start climbing, and you'll be an hour getting up the tree because you don't really know how all your stuff is organized, how everything works and all that. So